And then countdown. And then just remove it, I guess. Like that was such a lame fade. I wish that could like fade off or something.
Yeah,
that is what
that
it
was
is.
Anticlimactic. Whatever.
We need to hire Kiss to do a song for that.
Good luck.
I don't know. What's up, Ryan? Ryan in the house saying yo. Well, to start the show off, this is gonna be sort of like a sort of series of lives. Like I want to start doing like one-on-one sort of just discussions, which I think is a really cool idea, and just to kind of mix it up. And the one with Dayton can't talk. I can't talk. That's what I said. And kind of last minute, I just invited Lucas because I was just like, hey, like you're one of the guys I want to do this with, and you might as well be one of the first. I mean, we've done this before, obviously, but like with like groups of people and stuff, and starting small again to get back into the lives. Gene Simmons would charge $10,000 to do too. Actually, Lucas could probably tell like exactly how much by what he knows, but at the same time, like I feel like it'd be more. I feel like it'd be more than that.
It'd definitely be more. I mean, I think they charge like $10,000 just for a meet and greet now. So it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, they're legends. So I mean, it's like they have to.
That is true.
Those big numbers. What's up, Anthony?
I'm trying to tweet this out so that people will come watch.
Dustin, I drank beers today. What's up, man? I gotta get all the guys that I want to get on one-on-one all separately at some point. Oh, what'd you say?
I said Dustin was telling me about his beer drinking extravaganza today, and it was
Stone
crazy.
Cold Lucas snack.
Stone Cold Lucas, yeah. That's my new name.
Dustin, you're so bad. So I wanted to come up with 3 questions for you. But I was only able to scrape up 2. But I think the beauty of just like limiting it to like 2 or 3 questions a stream, because there's going to be so much in between conversation probably about each question. Right. I know like something I'm going to ask you is literally going to spark. You're gonna be like, okay, you're gonna be like, this is my guy right here. Like, all right,
right.
I'll start with kind of an obvious one.
Okay.
What was your first original reasoning for being a YouTuber, starting to create? Like, what was your original intention? Like, or what? Like, basically, to sum it up, like, what made you want to start?
I have to think. I think I honestly, and this sounds like so greedy, I found out that YouTubers make a lot of money, and this was actually back when YouTubers made a lot of money, because I mean I've been doing this for 10 years I think now, so it's been a while. And I just remember, like, I think one of the first people I watched religiously was iJustine, and she was always like, oh, I have like so much money and I can do all this stuff with my videos, and I'm just like, I want that. Like I was like, and I had, at that point I was doing schooling for video and videography and stuff like that, so it's just like it works out. It's kind of like a sign from above, I guess. And I'm just like, okay, let's start doing videos. and I posted my first video in 2013, and it was me getting my blood drawn.
Mm.
And it's got like, I think now I want to say like 500 and something views. It's on
And
a channel.
that was on the vlog. Oh, that wasn't the vlog channel.
No, this was a channel called The Starr is Here. It's still an active channel. You can go watch the video. That was my original channel name, was The Starr is Here, because at the time everybody was like using stars and stuff, like getting stars tattooed, and I'm just like, that's my name, you know. I was very like, I don't know, like the word pretentious, maybe, I don't know. I just hated that everybody was using stars and stuff and in everything. And like, I even had one of my usernames on MySpace was I'm the only star. That was my username on MySpace for the longest time.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess this is kind of count on. This is kind of another question, but it kind of it's from the same subject. So me and Dustin have obviously we've had you on the podcast. We've talked about like how impressive it is for you to like be like this many days into vlogging and everything. So where are you at now? What number?
2000.
You're like, wait, let me look at the upload.
No, I just well, like I told you before we went live, I just uploaded. So it's 2,671 days total.
Jeez. And he's actually about to pass at some point down the line. You said like the one that had the highest number.
Yeah, Charles Trippy. I will surpass him on January 1st, 2024.
You're like, I've done the math. That's crazy.
Oh, I have a countdown
on my phone. A day.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a day for you. It'll be like a whole other birthday.
It will be. It's like, it's crazy to think about it. I mean, I hope I make it. There's obviously a lot of time between now and then, so anything could happen. But yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
7.3 years. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Ryan probably typed it into his phone. It's like, how many days is this?
Yeah.
Lucas was a MySpace edgelord. Elbow cuff. Yeah, Dustin's definitely been drinking. Congrats to Dustin, by the way, because today was his bachelor party.
Oh yeah.
Congrats to him and Trista, about to tie the knot. Really good people. Really good people.
They are.
He drank beers today. I'm just rereading that. Well, the other question, and this is like totally off subject.
Okay.
All right. So you're obviously the bigger Kiss fan.
Okay.
What would be what is your favorite album from them of all time? Like, what is the one that you're like, that is my highest recommend? Like, that's the one. Like, that's the one that if you had to pick a favorite album, even if you like somehow love them all equally, I don't know how you feel about their albums.
I don't love them all equally. Revenge.
Okay.
That's my all-time favorite. It was the first album that I ever got. I think that's probably why, because I've listened to it like 10,000 times probably. But yeah, that's my favorite. I just, it's their heaviest album I think they've ever put out, so it's probably another reason that I like it. And nobody agrees with me. Like, I have yet to find a true Kiss fan that is like oh yeah, I love Revenge. It's always like usually 3 or 4 or 5 down the list, but for me it's number one, and it's always been number one.
Is it like, the one where you feel like that's kind of defines them, or is it just like sort of their, or is that honest, because I have no idea, like, is that like an underrated one or a well-known one?
It's not, it definitely not defines them. That's probably Rock and Roll Over, Hotter Than Hell, Dressed to Kill. Those are the ones that are like, when people think of Kiss, those are the albums. You know, those albums have all the songs that you know. But for me, I don't know what it is about it. I guess, like I said, I think it's majority of, it was my first album that I ever out for a Kiss, as a Kiss album, and just the style. They, my friend said that they look like gay bikers during that like whole era, which it's kind of true, but just think of like the Village People, but they're all the biker. That's how they all dress that whole like time frame. It's just, I don't know. It's a good album. Good songs. They have a really good. Everyone knows the song Beth. I think everybody in the world knows that song. And they have another really good ballad on there called "Every Time I Look at You." And I've seriously joked, I guess, that would be my wedding song because it's just so like romantic and good, and it's often my favorite album. But yeah, Revenge definitely for sure is my number one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's
good.
It
out. Because that's kind of why I was asking, was like if I was to like try to dive more into them, because I've never really gave them a firm chance. So it's like, what's the one from Lucas that's like, number one? Then it's like I'll just jump right into that and go from there.
Yeah.
And you're a big Guns N' Roses fan.
Oh, I was gonna go, yeah, but I'm wearing a Taco Bell shirt, not my Guns N' Roses shirt. I usually wear Guns N' Roses shirt all the time. But, Guns N' Roses, yeah, love Guns N' Roses. Saw them reunite in Las Vegas when I wasn't supposed to leave the state. I was like, "Don't leave the state, Lucas." I was like, "Okay," and I did.
Right when I met Ashley, she had just, I think like right before our first date, she had went with her mom to the big like, I don't know if it's like if Journey took like a break or it was just a big concert, like they had came back or something, and like they got to see Journey for the first time, and I was a little jealous because I was like, man, Journey, like I've never seen them live, but some of my favorite songs ever is on from them, so
yeah.
That would be cool. That's like a dream, for sure.
Oh yeah,
as for Kiss, like, are they still doing like the makeup and all that live, or is that kind of?
They do, and then they do a Kiss cruise every year. Obviously, last year they didn't do one, but yeah, they do makeup all the time, and then their cruises, they do a special sail away show, it's called, and they don't wear any makeup. It's usually acoustic, which I think Kiss is just as good acoustic as they are like electric, quote unquote, or plugged in.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like one of the bands that like you would think they would sound terrible, like unplugged or whatever, but go listen to Unplugged, their Unplugged album. It's actually, go watch it because the album doesn't have every song, but the video does. That's probably my like second recommended is Unplugged. But yeah, they do make no makeup sometimes. They'll do like one-off shows like at casinos. It's really weird. They'll do a one-off show with no makeup and need the makeup. that's my God's honest truth. They need the makeup. They're getting up there. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like what ZZ Top said about their beards. Like if they removed that, they'd be the ugliest dudes on the planet. Like they said that themselves.
Yeah.
What's up, Liz? Nice to see you.
Hello, Liz. And Ryan says that Lick It Up, Asylum, and Animal Eyes are more of his favorites. Those are good albums. I really like those albums. Those are all from the era. I know so much stuff about Kiss. It's stupid, and it scares some people. But yeah, those are all good as well.
Everybody's got a favorite band they learn a lot more stuff about when you just spend that time, you have that time with them.
Yeah,
it can
exactly.
Like it's like, what's the point of music otherwise? And then I don't know. It's
yeah.
I mean, some people are just casual listeners. I know like older people that are just like, I don't know, like whatever, just throw on classic rock and I'm good. It's just like I don't know it.
Yeah.
I've just always been more of the like get hooked on bands. And like get a firm category going that all my favorites, but I kind of just spend time with each one. Like once I start loving your music and album to album, you're just kind of wowing me that I'm like, okay, I want to learn more about the people. behind it,
Yeah,
and just learn, like who produced this album, who did this, like what's the like memorize the band members' names, and like that takes me a minute, like that takes me a few weeks every time. I'm just like I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, like learning the band names or band members' names. Like I also love Panic at the Disco. That's probably, I would say probably top like 3 of my favorite bands is Panic at the Disco, and everyone knows Brendan Urie. Like he's like the front man. He is Panic at the Disco, and I know the bass player's name, but I could not tell you anybody else's name in that band. Like I've tried to learn, and the thing is they're very weird. They switch out members all the time. So like their guitar player, he got kicked out for doing some inappropriate things, and they have a new guitar player. By the next show, they had another guitar player already. Just like it's called Hired Gun. That's like the official name in like the industry. But what I was gonna say is, I just took a class last month, or was it last month? Yeah, video production, and the teacher was like, nobody knows the bass player in any band. And I'm just like, that's not true, because, people know who Gene Simmons is. He plays the bass. People know Bobby Dahl. Well, maybe people know who Bobby Dahl is, but, like, I think there's bass players that are well known. And I think that was an untrue statement, because like me, like I'll take time to learn, and like you as well, you'll take a lot of time to learn who it is, And yeah, that's true. Brendan does a lot. I think it was the last album that they did. He did almost everything on the album, like every instrument. He's crazy. And who else? Someone else who does that is Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars can play every instrument that you could think of. So could Prince, actually. I'm so glad I went to school. I'm so glad I went to school for music.
True. I mean, like I that would be a cool passion to follow. But if I went to school, it'd be film school. But but music would be good. It's because I have a passion for that as well. Like if I had time to play music and really learn and just dive head first and just take no time for anything else, then yeah, I would learn like different instruments: piano, bass, guitar, vocals, like learn how to actually sing, because I can't.
Yeah, I can't either. Don't worry.
it depends on the song, I guess. Like sometimes I'm like, it's like, I don't know, like you sing something and it's always going to sound worse than it actually sounded coming out.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have that moment where you're like, might be perfectly in sync with a singer on like the song you put on, and you're like, did I just impress myself? I don't know.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
And it's definitely like every other pitch though is trash. So it's like when you can only hit one note, that doesn't mean it's like that means you suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you, like music school, because I had to learn a lot of music to do what I'm doing, and I don't understand why, but I don't know how you need to know like I know how to read music now, and I learned that at school. And they're like, oh, when you're doing a lighting show, you have to know that this is a C sharp. No, you do not. You do not have to know what the notes are when somebody's playing. Lighting is about feel. And I just remember our teacher, he was like drilling like these different terms in our head, and I couldn't tell you half of them now because I don't remember them. But like one that I do remember is the triad, which is oddly enough like very common in the music world. So the Simpsons song, the do 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 do, that's a triad. And I remember that because he played it, and I was like, oh my god, I love the Simpsons, so I'm gonna remember that forever. And then like I know the ways to do it on a keyboard. Like I learned how to play piano in school, or in the last years. So it's music school's fun, definitely. But film school I think would have been a lot more fun, and just that's my opinion on it. And my school offers all of that stuff, so, and I'm kind of glad that a lot of the classes that I'm taking now are, I could do film, or I could do music or lighting or anything I really wanted to do. Like I got told very early on at Full Sail that I could quit after 4 months and I could go produce Beyonce's next record. Because the guy who produced Single Ladies was a Full Sail student. And he quit after like 6 months. And
Wow.
the only reason, and I don't know why I remember this story from the teacher, but this is what he said. The only reason he got that gig was because he was there and she had the idea for the song. And it was like 4 a.m, and he was just there cleaning. And so that's how he got the producer credit on the song.
Wow.
So
that's nuts.
So I'm gonna go start hanging out at record studios, or recording studios,
Yeah.
and maybe the next Kiss album will have Lucas Starr as a producer.
Yeah, that would be you. I don't even know if you. I think you would just crap your pants. Like you wouldn't. You would like you wouldn't even. You would have to really get over it.
I still like it, it's with the people that I've met in my life, like celebrity wise. I don't know how like I've been so calm. Like I sat next to Billy Corgan during an entire Monday Night Raw show in Chicago. Just was like he was my friend. It was just the weirdest thing. And I posted the picture on Instagram and I said something like, because he kind of looks like Will Sasso without a hat. Like he wears a hat, but he has a bald head and looks like Will Sasso. And I put on Twitter or Instagram, excuse me, sat next to Will Sasso tonight during Raw. And he goes, "No, that's Billy Corgan." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Didn't know it." Or
Wow.
like another one was James Hetfield from Metallica. I met him at the Guns N' Roses concert. Just
went, he's just there, like
like I was Matt, Paul, and I, we were going to get like drinks or something, and I just roll by, and he's got a beer, and he just goes, I'm just like, okay, like, and the best part was like
moment,
like up in, like he was just up in the like balcony of the arena. It was really weird. Like I guess that's the word. Hello, that's the place to go if you don't want to be seen, I guess, by a lot of people.
I guess there was a video suggested to me on YouTube of Billy from Green Day. Just like someone was filming him like from stairs, and he was like kind of in a little like coming out of the hallway or whatever. But he's just standing behind a bunch of people, and honestly, he looked fairly normal. He literally had like it's like, I don't know if he was trying to be subtle, but I mean, he didn't have a jacket, or he wasn't trying to like hide himself. He had bright white, plain white t-shirt, so it's kind of like you stick out a little bit, but
right,
and just like his like black jeans, and then it's just him with his black hair like he always. And he like turns around and like winks at the camera or whatever because people are like Billy or something. And I don't know, like that's just weird for me. I guess those people have like a bodyguard at least a little bit nearby, because if I was that famous, I don't know if I'd be brave enough. Like that. I mean, that's the problem with like bands and stuff, and just celebrities in general, and like big YouTubers as well. Is like that it is kind of like a that would be the sucking the fun out of it thing, because you can't really just go anywhere.
Right.
I mean, but like, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos of Shia LaBeouf like walking the streets, and he's just like super like he's taking pictures with people, but you could just tell the look on his face is just like, please, like just let me be a human. Like he walks. Well, for one, because these people are stalking him by filming him. The whole video is him walking into a Starbucks in New York City, and he's walking by the camera guy filming him, going like, just trying to tell him like, cut it out. And then at the end, they zoom in on him across the street sitting on a bench, and he's having his coffee, and he finds that guy, the camera guy, with his eyes, and then he just gives him the Shia LaBeouf like dead stone stare. Like it's like the whole last like 20 seconds of the video is him just staring at the camera guy from a distance, and then the camera guy like zooms out at the end because he's like, I guess I'm gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Shy is definitely intense. I love him. I love Shia LaBeouf so much. Like, if you guys haven't seen his Hot Ones episode, like it's glorious. Like, I love that guy. He's like one of the best like underrated actors ever, man. Like anytime he's in a super dramatic role, he's like really good.
Yeah. What did you think of the Stone Cold Hot Ones? I know you were watching that the other day.
Yeah, I texted Lucas. I was like, dude, I just watched the Stone Cold and update. I saw the Undertaker one.
That was so weird because it like he's just in his house, just like
yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I've watched a bunch of those that are like from their house, and I really respect the people that go all out. Like, if you watch because they did Steve-O again recently, or it's
right.
like they brought him on again, and he literally made his apartment look like the set, and he has like the exact same quality camera as Sean Evans and all that, and like the like cutting to the close up of the face on this side and that, and I was just like, so much respect to Steve-O, like.
Yeah,
And Drew Barrymore did the same thing. She literally, like, it wasn't as good as Steve-O's, but she, had the black curtain behind her and all this stuff, and I love that. It just kind of depends on what you have access to and stuff. Like, it's just a Zoom call, so some of them are probably just like, because Undertaker looked like he was just like he had like a laptop webcam and
yeah,
and that's it. But but Stone Cold, you know more about these guys than I do. I didn't really I knew I knew the personality. I've seen Tyrone Magnus like make fun of his whatever had the stuff he says like with the like the voice and everything.
yeah.
I don't know, but I really enjoyed that because it was like, okay, it turns out Stone Cold is definitely just a person, and that he would be just as nervous as anybody else to eat that because he was nervous.
Yeah.
And he said that at the beginning of the episode. He was like, it's like, I know people are gonna think of me as Stone Cold Steve Austin and gonna just gobble these wings down, but man, I'm terrified or something like that. I love it.
My favorite from The Undertaker is when he's like, oh, this one has like whiskey in it, and Undertaker's just like, oh, yes, because like that's the thing. Like that man, from what I've seen and stuff, that man loves whiskey. Like it's crazy, and he gets all excited about it, and I just love that. Another good one is Chris Jericho. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I don't think so.
That's a pretty good one. He's just like going off the rails, honestly. Because like, Sean, he'll ask like the deep questions, and I think one of them is like, what's your take on DJs? And he just looks dead in the camera and goes, DJs are stupid. I hate them. And I'm just like, wow.
Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. Just Chris Jericho, he was probably drunk. He drinks a lot, so I mean, God. It was funny though. I really like that episode or that show. Actually, not the episode, but I like the show as a whole. Mm-hmm. I'd love to be on there one day because I think I could take it. I think I could do it.
That'd be the biggest plug ever. Like it's like if you're on Hot Ones, like it is kind of a dream, but it's like it's not gonna happen. But but like I'm just saying, like I can hope, like I can hope that maybe they would get around to inviting underrated YouTubers.
That would be like that's a good idea. Like they should like
that would boost a lot of people's numbers. That would help.
It would. Maybe like whenever me, you, and Dustin get together for the first time, we can do like a Hot Ones of our own. And just, I think that would be cool. Just
Dustin can be Sean Evans and just curse at us. like you mother effers better eat this or something like that. Like I'm just hearing him out.
He's just like taking the hot sauce and like dumping it in our mouths.
Liz, are you drunk again? She's like, just kidding. If y'all haven't checked out the stream that Liz called in drunk, like it's in the thumbnail. Liz calls in drunk. Well, whatever it was. I didn't know until she did. I had no idea she was gonna be drunk, and then I was like, I checked on her after the stream. I'm like, you sounded really loopy. Are you okay? And then turns out she was drinking. I was like, I had to ask her. I was like, have you had something to drink? She's like, oh yeah, I've had a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense now.
I'm on my 3rd Manhattan of the night and my 6th old fashioned. I don't know. I don't even know what those are. I don't drink, so.
I don't really either. I'm just like, I haven't experimented enough with it. Plus, it's just at the end of the day, like, why would I go down that path? It's just not good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like literally, my first time drinking is on YouTube right now. Like, that video was the first time I ever drank, and it was just like stupid because it was a good video. I like the way the video came out and everything, but in hindsight, it was a stupid idea because I didn't have anything to compare it to. Because, like,
right.
You know, anybody else who tries that beer, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I like this. It tastes similar to this or whatever." And then there's me, just like, first beer I've ever had, and this is what I'm, you know, like halfway. I think you can tell, like, I'm taking a sip of the beer, and my face just gets like V8 Energy Black. Oh,
V8 cans always look like beer. Like, it
Yeah.
looks like a little. Well, I guess it could pass for a Red Bull can if it turned it like that. But I love V8 Energies. They're too expensive, but I'll buy them anyway. they're my coffee in the morning, pretty much.
I just drink regular coffee, and then I stay up for like 2 days. Like, I did that
That's
the
a
other
good
day.
vlog.
I did that the other day. There was some work being done in my house, and I went to Dunkin' Donuts for you're drinking like the Don Dapper. No, I'm not, because I've never had an old fashioned or a Manhattan. So sorry. But I went to Dunkin' Donuts.
I love Mad Men trips or Mad Men. Yeah, I watched that a long time ago.
So I'm
staying in school, kids. You heard it from Liz.
Yeah. So I go in there and I'm like, I'm gonna get a large coffee. That was a mistake. Mistake and a half, because I'm sitting there because I wanted to, like, I knew I was gonna be there for class for a while, because my class is like 2 hours long every day. So, or not every day, but when I have it. So it's like, I'm gonna need something to, like, keep drinking or sipping on. I'm not gonna keep going up there to get the smalls or whatever. And I get finished with it. I'm just like, I'm gonna be up for a while, because this is like 1 o'clock that I finished it in the afternoon. I'm like, I'm gonna be up for a while. And then a few weeks, or actually beginning of the month, I went and got the Charlie. I don't know, you've probably seen that, you know, reviewed and stuff. I got the Charlie, but I got it in a large. And that's cold brew, and cold brew is more caffeinated than regular coffee. I did not sleep for like a day and a half. I
was it like you were it was lasting, the coffee was lasting a while, or did you drink it all really quick and then it just, like, the energy just lasted?
Kind of a mixture of both. I don't drink, like, if I drink a coffee, it's not all at once. I take
my time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, like, I think, I don't know if you've seen the vlog where I'm talking about all my superstitions that I have when it comes to my blood work. I'm very weird when it comes to that. I have to like, I have to drink 4 bottles of water before I go to bed, and I have to go to Dunkin' and get a Oh, dude, not this. So I usually, like, that's cool. It's green screen.
What the heck? Wait, do you have green screen on? Oh, wait.
The bottle. No, the bottle's green. It's a Gatorade bottle.
Oh, okay. So the overlay we have was messing with it. That's weird.
No, I turned green screen on because I thought it was like Zoom, where you could use a green screen. No. So anyway, this is a Gatorade bottle, and typically I'll drink 4 or 5 of these a day, and this is 32 ounces. So I drink a lot of water as it is. But before like lab work or blood work, I'll drink 4 bottles before I go to bed, and then in the morning I drink a bottle before I go to the hospital. And then
50, Lucas says Liz.
One in the afternoon for what? My coffee?
I mean, that's probably what she means. But I mean, for me, the afternoon is my morning, so I can kind of count myself as an old man as well.
Yeah. But like I was saying, then I have to go to Dunkin' and I have to get a coffee, and then I have to go to McDonald's and get a biscuit. And like I've been doing that for 4 years since I had my transplant, and my level has never gone above the number 7. So it's just this weird superstition that I have, and whatever. If you believe in them, then you know what I'm talking about.
I feel you on that, Trips. Like I have a thing with caffeine. Like the V8 Energy do have caffeine, so I do notice that when I don't know, like 2 or 3 days without caffeine, I'm gonna have a throbbing headache. Like it's just gonna happen. So I'm like a druggie about it. I'd like take a little sip of caffeine just to get the headache to go away. If I'm really trying to do that, but that's the problem. I have caffeine daily, even by a little bit.
Right.
Even with the V8s, like even if I like, because I'm pretty good about cutting out sodas and stuff. I can do that. I've gotten better at that, but V8. Green tea in it, a healthier option basically for like a caffeinated like morning drink. It doesn't give you that jolt that a coffee does, like, but it even says on it like steady energy with green tea. So it's like very like, I feel like it lasts a little longer, like, which I like too, because I drink it before going into work, and like I leave it in my car, so I can't drink it again until I take a break. So it just kind of like there's just no crash. And I feel like energy drinks definitely have a crash depending on, there's a lot of energy drinks that are doing really well with not having that. But coffee still kind of has a little bit of one. I feel like I get kind of a crash after coffee sometimes. But I totally feel that. Without whatever your version of coffee is in the morning, yeah, I agree. Like I can't deal without it.
Yeah.
Undisclosed location. Like, yeah, like he's secretly has a brick wall behind him. And so what if the secret was your room is actually the green screen, and then like that would be, that would be a really well built design, because you even have the kiss drum back there.
Oh yeah, look at that thing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Lucas has been like, you want to talk a little bit about that? What you've been making?
Yeah. Let me go get it real quick.
All right, cool.
So I can show it a little bit better. Hold on.
Yeah, Lucas has been making some like Kiss memorabilia stuff. I can't say a word about it. Oh god, we had pots and pans crashing. Just kidding. Yeah. That's been really cool.
7 hours and 13 days since you took your love away. It's a Prince. You've never heard Nothing Compares to You by Prince?
I've heard it, but I was like, but it was just so random. I was like, what's happening?
Nice. So I don't know if you said anything about these.
I just said you've been making Kiss stuff.
Yes. So I made
that
this.
Looks way bigger. No, I don't think I knew how big that was.
It's 24 inches.
Dang.
Across. So I'm trying to get it centered. It's hard to. There we go. It's hard to see it because it's a mirror.
You could use that as a mirror in the morning.
I have because the backside is blank. So I just I put my makeup on in the morning with it. But yeah, so I made this. I made this by hand. Well, kinda, but it's hard. My perception is messed up. But yeah, I got bored one day and was like, I'm gonna make a Kiss.
Awesome, Trips.
I'm gonna make a Kiss drum head for a drum set that I do not have, and this is the product of that. Oh, hold on. There we go.
I mean, it looks so official too. That's the thing, is like whenever you were making it, I didn't have any doubts, but you kind of were sending me the progress as you went, and you had kind of a starter version of it at some point, and then now it's like officially has the Kiss logo on it, like it's an actual drum piece. So that's crazy.
And I did that specific one because that was the first time I saw them in concert. That's what the drummer had, was the mirrored with the black. And I've only seen Kiss once in concert, and I've seen them twice, and I've loved it each time. But yeah, that was just something I did. I told my mom, I was like, hey, I need your help. She helped me with the decals and stuff. So it's just like, hey, I want to do this. And she's like, okay. And that happened. And now some guy saw it and he's like, can you make me 5 of them? I was like, yes. And I've made, let's see here. I'll try to show you guys because I don't have them, obviously.
I'm
But
sure you were like, well, for a little bit of cheddar.
well, if Dustin's still in here, he knows the struggles I've been going through the last few months. But yeah, here's one that I made. Oh, the green screen.
Oh no, that makes it almost look like it had a gold shimmer to it. It was weird.
Yeah. Here's another one that I did.
Nice.
It's another chrome one. This one.
Very bold logo on it. That's cool.
Yeah. And then what you can't really tell is that those are like they're glitter on them. It's really, really crazy. We spent probably
on the
2 months.
Get Ready With Me video from Lucas, just go light on the bronzer.
I don't use any bronzer. Just a little light foundation and some...
No, we all know that every morning he's putting on the whole Kiss face and then just taking it off. Like he's just like, all right, I'm gonna at least look at myself in the mirror like this. Just to get that inspiration, and then you go make Kiss stuff.
There was a TikTok on my TikTok of me and Kiss makeup.
Follow Lucas on TikTok.
Yes, I think it's Lucas A. Starr. I really don't know.
I'll look it up.
It's either Lucas A. Starr or Lucas Starr. One of those two.
I've been trying to plug like different friends' TikToks.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Directly to my left, there is a cabinet that has Kiss makeup in it.
Nice. Gotta always have that handy.
You know. Well, I mean, if anybody listened to the podcast that I did with Dustin, there was a time in my life where I wanted to start a Kiss tribute band, and because concerts have seemingly died, I decided not to do that right now.
Let's see, and Starr Vlogs. Gotta make a new banner because for some reason you can't edit the same one. That's stupid. Let's see.
I guess I could just...
Let me just follow.
It's Lucas A. Starr. There we go. It's not gonna show. There we go. Oh no, never mind. But I don't know if you've seen my latest TikTok tribe, but I asked a girl out. Oh my lord, this drum head's falling.
Like I felt that like in my bones.
Sorry. There we go. But yeah, I asked a girl out on TikTok again.
Oh really? Like live? Like kind of like during the video?
Well, she has like this thing up. It was like I do edit her video. That's what it was, and it was just like this stupid thing.
There we
go.
TikTok.
There heck yeah. And she liked the video and commented, but I have yet to hear from her. So maybe I'll slide in the DMs.
Rejected. No, maybe not.
If anybody has a good pickup line, let me know right now, and I will send it to her right now live on this podcast, this video.
The trips with Kiss member would you be?
Which Kiss?
I think you've said that before. I think we might have talked about that. I know we definitely talked about that on the phone. And I don't remember who you said.
I would be the Catman, the drummer, because I play drums. So, and I can kind of sing Beth. That's like the one song that I can kind of sing, and it would sound okay. So, yeah, Peter Criss or Eric Singer. I don't know. There's a lot of in the Kiss world, I guess. There's a lot of argument over that stuff because the current members of Kiss are wearing the original members' makeup, and that's like a big deal, I guess. I don't care because Kiss is Kiss no matter what to me. Follower 137 over here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got it. Look at that. Heck yeah. But yeah, Eric Singer or Peter Criss, whoever, the Catman. That's what I would say. That's who I would be. And then if Trav would ever shave, I could get him to be Gene.
I could be a bearded Gene. I mean, I've always wanted to be like, I've always wanted to be the Joker for Halloween, like actually
Right.
go all out. But
Right.
I kind of decided head on, like beforehand, like I would have to be bearded Joker because it's not worth one night of that.
Yeah.
It's not worth the shave. So I mean, it could, just like my own version, sort of. I'd be doing a lot of Mark Hamill impressions though. But yeah,
I actually seen a video the other day of yours from like a long time ago without the beard, and it was like
there's some of those.
Like it was a recommended video. Like, well, I wasn't on your channel.
Yeah, a lot of the old ones get recommended to people.
And I'm like, what? I thought you shaved and like, I don't know, turned back time or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shaved and got chubbier or something like. Shaved and got younger. Well, I mean that happens too. Like that's a thing. Like you shave and all of a sudden you have a baby face.
Well, yeah, I get ID'd if I shave. Like it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm short too, so but I guess that's probably another reason. But
how tall are you again?
5 foot even. I'm like super short, but
it's weird to think because I've always been the short guy among other people. But like when Dustin told me a long time ago, like that I'm taller than him, I'm like, how? Like it just doesn't even seem right. So to think that between the three of us, I'd be the tallest is really weird. Like that because I am very short. So I'm like, okay,
yeah,
it is really weird, but not by much. I feel like me and Dustin stand beside each other. I have a feeling it's gonna look close.
Right.
But it does make me feel a little better, not gonna lie, whenever other friends are short too. It makes me feel, like finally I'll have friends that are not towering over, because like people in the review career chat were talking about like who's your daddy when I met him, like it's like you look like a baby compared to who's your daddy, and like well like that there's a perspective for you guys. Like I'm not like I don't know why the camera makes me look like I'm tall or something, because I mean I usually just do a pretty firm close up, like chest up face or close up face. I don't, so you don't really know how tall I am until you see me beside somebody, and it's like it's like just so you guys know, it's no secret. Like I'm willing to say like I'm short. Like I don't. Like it just the camera just happens to not give away
your height.
So yeah,
it's weird though. Like mine obviously is caused by my scoliosis that I have. If I didn't have that, I think I was told I would be.
Lines, are you from Tennessee? Because you're only 10. I see. You're the only 10 I see. I thought she said. I was like, what? You'd be Optimus Fine.
The doctors said I'd be like 5'6" to 5'8", probably. So there's a pretty decent curve in my spine right now. So yeah. Are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? This is the one that I came up with. Let me know if you guys like it. Are you the lottery? Because I'm delusional and think I have a chance. That's one
that is pretty good. It is cheesy, but it's good.
I sent it to I'm on some dating sites and trying to not be alone because currently out of the Bearded Brothers production team, I am the only single one and it sucks. But
I never even thought of it like that, but yeah.
Also, I just got fired, by the way, so no, I'm just kidding.
He's on a little leave because he's got school and all that. And at the end of the last episode, check it out, guys. We kind of mentioned that because like it was the first time for me and Dustin to record in like weeks, like because we had like Lucas knows he was making them, like or he was producing them. We've had episodes backed up and backed up and backed up, and so I took control of this one. Dustin's gonna do the next one, and we're just kind of like, yeah, let's just like all three sort of put in the work. Which makes sense. But I am excited to have Lucas back. But like, I don't know, I'll probably hit you up about some stuff here and there. Maybe be like, hey,
Yeah.
can you like make a description for this, or just stuff
Yeah.
here and there, like just do little stuff. And I don't know what that'll be yet, but
Yeah,
either way, it's
it
it's
was
cool.
funny.
It's cool to have like at least 3 people on the whole thing.
It was funny. You messaged me and like he sends me this long message, like not long, but there's a voice message and just saying like, hey, we're gonna let you take some time, and which I appreciate by the way, because school
It's
is
like making you feel better as long as it goes. Like, just like it just need to like it's like pulling you into the office.
Yeah, and then the next message. But wait, I just want to let you know that you're not fired. You're not fired. Like all like frantic about it, and I'm just like, didn't think I was, but yeah, like, yeah, guys, school takes a lot out of you. I don't know if people realize that, but I mean, I've been doing this for ever. I feel like, but I do graduate in September, so September 3rd is my graduation. So I'm excited about
Coming
that.
Up.
Oh yeah,
that'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to be done with school, honestly.
I feel that.
Especially like I'm about to go on a rant, and if any of my teachers or anything from school are watching this right now, which I'm only friends with one, Natalie, and I love her to death. She was my favorite. But like with everything going on, it's just I feel like I've wasted a lot of money going to school. And obviously that's beyond my school's control. They can't help it. There's a pandemic. Or as I like to say, they can't help that some pumpkin-headed dipshit ate a bat. So, but yeah, I'm just burnt out. That's the truth of it. I'm burnt out on school. I feel like it's kind of preventing me from doing some videos and stuff. Like that, what Elizabeth just mentioned with the podcast, that was something that happened in Florida, and that stressed me out a lot when that was happening. Obviously, I've gotten that out, kind of. There's still some things that I think I could have said, some things I think I shouldn't have said, but it's done.
You were respectful enough. You were like,
I mean,
you were like, what's the word? Like, gracious. Like it deserved more, but but you were, you're a good dude. So then that way you don't, like, because anybody can just come on to something and just trash a situation, like, but you were. But I enjoyed that one because there was even stuff that I didn't know. It was like, because that one was like, there was literally 2 hours of like just venting, which was cool.
I still remember when I called you and told you kind of when it's not started, but when everything was going on, and I think you had asked me something about him, and I'm just like, he's my roommate.
I was like, oh snap! Like it all came so clear. Like, and then you were like everything that you you said stuff. You were like, everything that you're saying is true, and I'm like, oh my god! Like I can't.
Believe this. Yeah. Cathartic is true, Liz. Cathartic. That's what it was. And I did it because I don't want anybody else to go through that. Because, I mean, I can be an asshole sometimes, but nobody deserves that kind of stress in their life. I mean, it's
especially whenever you were trying to like that was you trying to make a life, whereas like without stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being in school down there too, like on top of it, like that's already enough stress.
Yeah, and it really one of the stories that I don't think I told was about when the hurricane was happening down there. It was like my first year when I was out there in 2019. Obviously I was freaking out because I'd never experienced a hurricane or anything like that. My mom was, oh my God, through the moon because of everything going on. She was freaking out. And he was just like, oh, it's nothing. It's whatever. I'm like, dude, we could die. And you're just like, you don't care. And like, that's like, I don't know. Just, I guess if you've lived through that, then I get it. But still, if it was the roles were reversed and I was him, I would be a little bit more comforting, I think.
Yeah, go ahead, Liz. It's totally cool. I mean, it's public anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was uncomfortable with anything, like obviously I wasn't there either. So there was this like, what did he say? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like because I'm sort of a part of that niche and stuff, and but at the same time, like I trusted like because it was just best. I mean, I was working anyway, and that's why because Dustin hit me up and he was like, "We're gonna record about a certain thing tonight."
Yeah.
He told me exactly what it was, and I was just like, "Go for it, man!" Like he was like, "I really want to do one just with Lucas one-on-one." I'm like, "Dude, do it," because I'm working anyway, and it's kind of best that I stay out of that. It's
yeah.
Like, just
and
better.
I had already talked about it with Dustin, like on his Twitch channel, kind of right when the pandemic hit. I feel like honestly, that's when I think you and I, and then Dustin and I, we all got like I got closer to you guys through this pandemic, just because like, I mean, for me, it was kind of difficult living in Florida without anybody.
Yeah, you didn't really like have any friends down there.
Yeah, and like so I would talk to Dustin, I would talk to you, talk to someone back home, and she ended up breaking my heart. That'll be another podcast that I talk about in a couple of years. But so there's like silver linings to everything, and I try to look for silver linings and everything. And I think that through this pandemic I got closer with you guys, and obviously like I think everybody can tell that now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've already said to my mom, I was like, Dustin and Trav would be in my wedding. I just hope you know that. She's like, who? I said, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's hard to explain to parents, like long distance friends that you've never met.
Yeah.
Like Luke, not Lucas, but Ashley always hears about like you guys and stuff, and she like I think she feels like she knows you guys even without ever.
Yeah.
I mean, she's talked to Dustin on Xbox and stuff before, but that's about it. But she knows, like, because I'm obviously gonna tell her like, oh, we talked about this,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's why like I trusted because I was thinking of friends like. I was kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of scrolling through Messenger and stuff whenever I was thinking of like getting a third person for the podcast. Like I was like just like a person to like do the editing and stuff like that, so we can just get things rolling.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, and then like I kept coming back to you because I was just like, I think like I don't know if he'll be able to, I don't know if he will have time for this, but why not ask?
Right.
And I mean, it was like that was the best decision because like I knew like that totally makes sense because we're all three friends that are like all like out of the three of us, that's like a really tight circle of friends, and I was just like that makes the most sense for someone that we like. It would have been harder to like someone I really trust to like for Dustin to like be all in on and not it was just easier that you were already friends with both of us and it made sense.
Yeah.
So I was over the moon that morning when I was like up getting Ashley's tire fixed that day. She had like a hole or whatever, and it was like we had to drive like really close to get that fixed. But we had stayed up all night to go get that done, and I just was kind of at a dead end with that. I was like, man, like who? And then it just hit me while I was in the waiting room there. I was like, let me hit up Lucas and just see what he says.
Yeah.
And then you were hired like that day. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's I don't know. And it's kind of the dream team of like, like whenever if we're all three in person in the future, like we can all podcast together.
Right.
And man, that just like I just woke up like because that's my alarm too. But no, like it made sense, and yeah, definitely I appreciate the work you've done.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I feel like if I was still in Florida, it wouldn't like if the world was normal, I guess I should say, there would be no time to do anything like that. I mean, there was days that I was worried I wasn't going to get a vlog up. So,
Yeah.
I mean, with the whole pandemic thing, like I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it. I have
I mean,
nothing.
I've seen you drop them right before midnight before. I'm like, because like
Oh,
I get
the other day,
notifications and I'm
the
just
other
like,
day.
oh man, like, did he make it?
Yeah. Yeah, this vlogging
Like
thing,
when I get
it's,
worried for you, that means I'm invested. Just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
don't break the streak.
yeah,
If it's like if you're wanting to keep a streak, because
yeah,
it's like because vlogs, can be however you want them done, but you are very firm on the streak. So I'm like, well, if it's important
yeah,
to him, then
yeah,
I'm on the edge of my seat. But yeah,
yeah. It's vlogging is tough. Like, I
yeah,
don't think people really realize like how it. I don't want to say it's draining, but it is in a way. I mean, I'm putting my life online. Like, it's just weird to do that. And I mean, obviously, it's Charles Strippy has said it best. You can control what people see, and I try to be as transparent and everything with these vlogs. I think the only thing I don't ever talk about is like breakups because half the like I've had I think 4 girlfriends now since I've been doing these vlogs, and one of them has appeared, and I've never talked about like they just disappear. That's all that happened to them is they just disappeared from the videos. They just stopped showing up one day, and
that can be hard to talk about.
yeah, and like I did do a video one time on my other channel talking about kind of the depression that I went through, just because I had a lot going on in my life at that time. But like I said, though, it's just the stuff that I've put on there. I think is kind of crazy because I just seen a video of my own the other day from when I was in the hospital, from when I had transplant and I had the infection or whatever happened, and I was just like, man, even through that, I still put up a video. Was it the best video? Probably not, but it's still a video, you know. Um, and I've had Dustin do a video for me because I was dead pretty much last year in
I
in
remember
June.
that.
In June, like I just woke up and I got terribly sick and it was terrible. So I texted Dustin. I was like, "Hey, can you put up a vlog? Like, I don't care what it is. Just say like just anything. I don't care." And I've had the endorsement do videos for me, or a video for me. My mom has done a vlog for me. I think Trav's next. I think Trav's the next person to upload a
Oh
video
no, the pressure.
for.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think like how would I react if you were abruptly like if it was that day.
Oh, I was so nervous to message Dustin. I mean, I was barely like alive as it was, and I'm just like I'm just laying in the hospital bed. And I'm like, can you put a video up?
Like you can't even think about what your words are. You're just all blurry and like.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's so be ready. There may come a day.
I mean, like yeah, like if you can give me a heads up days ahead, that would be cool. But if it does have to be like you're sick and it's like and that day you think of it, then I'll do my best.
Right.
To try before midnight to like put up something. And I mean, honestly, it's like you said, it can be like a 6-second clip if I wanted it. Like,
Yeah.
this is a vlog. Bye. Like,
yeah. This is a vlog. Lucas is dying.
I
Goodbye.
have higher standards than that. I'd want to have at least a few, just something, something that's in the spirit of you, but like from me.
The thing that I'm most nervous about is
I would probably actually make fun of you a little bit, like, well, guys, I'm about to go to bed. No.
yeah.
Like start the vlog like that, just like
Yeah.
I'm about to go to bed, and it's actually like 10 p.m. and I'm not.
Yeah.
Like,
or it's like 7 a.m. and you're like just waking up or something.
Yeah, just like
the thing.
I just woke up. Never mind.
The thing that I'm most nervous about is I'm gonna make a kind of an announcement here. I am moving to Las Vegas next year, so the time change is different. So I could be uploading a vlog at like 9 o'clock my time, but in Florida or on the East Coast, it's going to be midnight. So it's like kind of like I have to pressure myself when I get there to upload a vlog before like a certain time now. And I've been trying to do that because I don't want to get into a habit of where I'm uploading at 10 o'clock every night. And it's like 10 o'clock there is going to be midnight.
So you're trying to like self-prepare yourself for that time zone in a way.
Yeah, like I've gone to LA and stuff, and I've done that before, like where I will stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning because I know I'm going to be up till midnight or 1 in the morning. But yeah, like that's what I'm most nervous about, is something like that happening where people start freaking out because I didn't upload on time. But I mean, to me, and this is like a bad habit that I'm trying to get out of, is as long as it's up before midnight, then it's a vlog. Like then it counts.
Yeah.
I mean, and it technically,
no matter where you're at. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been experimenting with times because I don't know what the best time to upload a video is. I really don't.
Depends. It really just depends on your audience, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, like
checking the analytics and figuring out where do they come from and all that. And like a lot of my people are United States and stuff. I do have some international folks. Shout out to y'all. Like I'm really happy when I get like other country people, because I'm like, man, like, okay, because you have to be reminded like YouTube is worldwide, and it's just like it's kind of crazy, but they're always super great people. And
but yeah, I've just been trying to like see if I upload it before noon, does it get more views? And oddly enough, it usually does, because I think it's like, in my mind, people are watching me on their lunch break. That's like what's going on in my head. So
I have done that a lot.
Like, yeah. The 3-hour difference is going to get you more than you anticipate at first. Oh yeah, that's for sure. I'm already preparing for it, like I said. So, and I've had some experience. I'm going to Vegas in December to kind of, I guess, ready myself in a way. I'm going with my cousin to get a tattoo. She's getting a tattoo. I'm not getting a tattoo. But,
I was about to say, what tattoo are you getting, Lucas?
Well, I do have a few of them that I want to get. So, and I think I honestly want to do it.
It's gonna be Kiss.
No, it's not actually. No, and that sounded like sarcastic, but I'm serious. It's not a Kiss tattoo. It's actually going to be my grandma's handwriting, and it's going to say "Love Gram." So,
that's cool.
But yeah, I think a video like that might get me some views. I think, I don't know.
Get them views. Get that
monetization. Like I'm so close, but I'm so far, and I feel like you're probably the same.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I've been trying to work back up to that for so long, and it's just like, what? How do I break the code? Like, how do I get this faster?
I'll give you.
Sometimes you could just obsess.
I'll give you a little secret. If you ever notice a spike in your time, it was me. Sometimes I just play your videos.
That's what Anthony and me and Anthony were like doing not long ago. I need to get back on doing that for him. I kind of dropped the ball. Sorry, Anthony, if you're still watching. But
yeah.
Like we kind of made a deal. Like, yeah, just like put each other on the TV or something while you leave or something, for like, or while I'm at work, I could just like literally have his videos going for hours, and that would be like an increase in watch time.
Yeah,
watch time is where it's at. Like, it's the whole, like, literally it helps so much for someone to watch the video from beginning to end, and it like stacks up. It's even if your videos are like 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes a piece that you're getting.
Yeah.
A tattoo of the word tattoo. No, a tattoo in the word in the same shape and font as the Kiss logo. Do that. I can't even imagine it, because I'm trying to imagine S's in it, and it's like, no, there's T's and O's.
Yeah. And
can't
the Kiss,
imagine it.
It's so funny. Like, I've learned, because I don't know if I've told you about this, but there's a guy who wants to sell these drum heads like from his shop. He does Kiss costumes, and he's older, not old, but he's just not technology savvy, kind of like you or I would be. And he's like, can you look up to see who owns the word Kiss? And I'm like, okay. And nobody owns it. Like, you can't own something, like, you can't own a word, pretty much. I mean,
true.
You can own it for like, if you're going to put it on something. It's really weird. how trademarks work. Like I've been considering trademarking Starr vlogs, just so that like there's like 6 other people that have the Starr vlogs name on their YouTube, and it's not like what I do. So I could technically, if I was really like an asshole, I could sue them. But
Yeah.
I do that for folks too. Just open a window and look at the place. Yep, that's exactly what I do. There's a young lady named Emily. Emily's Life on Wheels, I believe her YouTube channel is. She is disabled, and she does a really good YouTube channel, excuse me. And she's been pushing and pushing for YouTube monetization and stuff. And the other night, I messaged her. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna throw your videos up and just let it play for you because I know you're looking for that monetization. And yeah, so that's what I did. I do that for Trev. I do it for Dustin. I do it for myself. So,
True.
I mean, Dustin and I had a very good conversation one night. You know, I think it's like not a secret that I do have some disabilities and stuff, and it is harder for me to get a job than, you know, say Trav or, you know, Dustin, and it would be easier for them. And Dustin was like, the one person that should be getting money is you, because you're, you know, you're doing this every day, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I think too. And I feel like I'm kind of being like greedy by saying that, but I love doing YouTube. And I know that my videos aren't the best. Like, as Trav said, hey guys, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Every effing video, every single one.
At least you're aware of it. At least you're not like, what are you talking about? It's like you're, you know, no, it's just like, I don't know. And I've always told you, like, I know why you do that. It's because like it is a vlog. It is daily. I'm just trying to do this and get it done. And there's some times where you're just like me and Dustin have agreed on this too. Like we personally have agreed, like me or him can't, you know, I know he's had like the Sunday vlogs that he used to do.
Right.
The big vlogs that are like a week, I guess. And like, but it's hard because not everything is interesting. It's like sometimes you just did nothing.
Exactly.
And it's just like, and I know that's based on like how the audience takes it. Like some people do find the boring life interesting. Like I've watched vloggers and people that are just like, oh yeah, I just went to school today and this or that. And sometimes they're just expressing how they feel about something that happened in their day, and they're just being able to vent emotion. Yeah. And I think that's cool. I think it's very human. It's very cool to see. I'm a guy that if you vlog every day, like, you know, it's like, I think it's interesting because it's not my life. That's how I kind of look at it. You know, because like when Lucas vlogs, you know, sitting in his chair or whatever, and like I just see like, I like see what I was about to literally say. I see stuff on his wall. I'm kind of like looking at stuff he has. Like it's not, you know, it's like I don't know this room. Like I can only visit it through the videos.
Yeah,
so it's just interesting to like a window into someone else's life. And I don't think it's like you have to make vlogs like super. It's just like it's a day in the life. If it's daily, then it's a day in the life. Like, and that's
right. And I've been, you know, and I live in a very small town. Like we have nothing. Hello, Dayton. We have nothing to do here. Like it's, oh my gosh, it's just like so boring. And part of me is mad at myself for not vlogging more when I was in Florida, because, well, we know the reason I didn't vlog a lot in Florida was because of what was going on. But I actually am going back to Florida in August as well, for my last class. So I'm going to try to do more videos there, better videos, I guess. But yeah, it's just, it's hard. It's hard to vlog every day. That's for sure. Because again, going back to what Trav said, hey guys, I'm getting ready to go to bed, because I don't do anything. Like it's, or like the other thing I don't do, that people I know have told me that they do, I don't watch other vloggers all the time, because then I think like I see their videos and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that looks like so much fun. I gotta try to recreate that or something, you know, like that. like Charles Trippy. He's my favorite vlogger, and I don't watch his videos purposefully so that I don't try to recreate them. Especially when I was in Florida. When I was in Florida, he lives in Florida as well, and it would have been very easy for me rather to say, "Oh, Charles went to Disney World today. Guess what I'm gonna go do tomorrow?" Because I think if I did that, people would be like, this is suspicious. You know, it's, I don't know if I've ever told, I don't know, it's not a story, but it's more of a, I noticed it, and I think it's funny. So you remember when I went to the We the Kings concert, like in 2019, and I met Charles, and he was like, he gave me his blessing to beat the record and everything. So a couple people have pointed it out to me, and it's funny to me. We have the same exact haircut in the video. Like, and there's this one piece of hair like towards the back of our head that's blowing in the wind. You would have thought that like we have the same hair. It was so funny. And I forgot who pointed that out to me, but I think it was my cousin. She's like, "Why do you guys have the same exact haircut?" She's like, yours is blonde and his is black. It's like you guys are like a yin yang. I was like, I don't know. But yeah, that's, and that
kind of could mean something with the whole streak thing, like I'm the same as you or something weird, know. It kind of like you start thinking things about it.
Yeah, and it's just and then that's kind of like when I started realizing, like, oh my god, am I kind of basing myself too much off of him? And like,
I mean, everybody's got their heroes though, that you kind of.
Yeah, I actually, that you say that, everyone knows that Stone Cold is a hero of mine. And I told my mom, I was like, we're lucky that I'm not an alcoholic, because I grew up for 20 years watching Stone Cold drink beer every Monday night. And she's like, I never thought of it that way. But
yeah,
or like a Satanist because of The Undertaker. But
and then he just seems like the coolest guy. That's just the opposite of that.
Here's something I think you'll appreciate this. He is a devout Christian. Like, you would never realize that. He said it in an interview with Stone Cold. Actually, he used to take like scripture from the Bible into like his segments. He's like, now he's like, I don't like that about myself. He's like, that's like the worst thing I could have ever done. Because he's like, he would twist it into like a satanic way, and he's like, I hate that about myself. But he's like, it's so crazy, like, that he's just who he is on TV, like what you see, on TV versus who he is in person is just like opposite of what it is.
Is it true that with the Undertaker episode of Hot Ones, he was kind of, it feels like he was hinting at that this was like, that he recently, because I know he I was about to say book. It was a documentary he made.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that like just recently he started to just be his actual self? Or where like all those years he was the character on every interview and stuff like that, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah, he's more like
which is really cool, because the Hot Ones episode for me was the first time for me to see him as a person. Like, I had never seen him talk before.
Yeah, it's funny, like, to think about how he would have done that if he was still in character. Like, there's no way that he could have got through it. But yeah, from like 1990, he debuted in 1990 up until 2001, 2000, I believe. He was, the Lord of Darkness, the Phenom, all that stuff. And then in 2000, he re-debuted, I guess is the best word, or came back, and he was like himself again, or not again, but himself. And he rode a motorcycle to the ring, because that's what he loves to do, is ride motorcycles, and just wore jeans and a tank top to wrestle, and it was really weird. And then he wanted to go back to being kind of the Undertaker, the original Undertaker. And last year they started, during WrestleMania, they brought him in as like himself, more of like The American Badass. Yeah, exactly. They brought him back.
He said that was one of his favorite themes to come out too.
Yeah, because it was himself. I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, like he said in a promo or whatever for his match for WrestleMania that he wasn't going to bring the Undertaker. He was going to bring the unholy trinity of Undertakers, which was the Phenom, the Dead Man, and the American Badass. And like they still kind of like incorporated like kind of that not mythological, but darkness and like wizardry and stuff like that into that final kind of match and his final appearance. So he was still doing like all that stuff, but it was cool. I mean, and I like seeing him like that because it's so weird. I think that my dad and the Undertaker look a lot alike. So especially when he was like doing the American Badass thing, my dad and him dressed exactly alike. It was very creepy.
Very all in black a lot and stuff.
No, I mean like when he was the American Badass, he wore like blue jeans.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was just really weird. Like the same kind of goatee.
I imagine the Undertaker, and you can probably tell me what era this was of him. Like it's just the black, like the black. Coming out with like a black jacket, maybe by the like taking it off at some point and having black tank top with black like pants,
that's
the
like
long hair and the like mascara and all that.
Yeah, that's like
rolling his eyes. That's the one thing that I remember because like my cousin Steven can do that really well. He can literally do the like completely white eyes, and so sometimes I'm just like, "Hey, do the Undertaker," and he's like,
"Hold on, I can do that too." Hold on.
There it is.
It hurts. I don't know how he does it all the time because like there's parts of like I've seen shows where he'll walk from the ring all the way backstage with his eyes rolled back in his head. And I'm just like, dude, how?
That's the one thing I always remember about Undertaker, even from a guy that didn't really grow up on wrestling. But I would go to my like cousin's house, he'd be watching it, and then there would be the eye roll moment, and it was always cool. It's like I always enjoyed wrestling way more with other people. It's like really weird, like.
And I'm the complete.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure that you could, even though
I'm the opposite.
I'm just saying, like, I'm sure you can understand, like,
I can.
Fun of like a group of people, though.
Like, this is how it works in my head. Like, me just watching it, like, if it was on right now, like, I would be so comfortable with just watching it by myself, just reading through people's tweets and stuff. But like, if it was like me, you, Dustin, and like Ryan, I would be so like annoyed, probably
because we're just like talking and stuff. Trying to watch.
but if I go to a show, like if I go, like I've gone to WrestleMania and stuff, I love it. It's like, and I think it's because you're with people that understand what you're watching and they know kind of like what you're doing. I guess kind of like you would probably hate if I went to a Chevelle show with you rather. Because I don't listen to Chevelle as much, and I'd probably be asking you like, "What's this song? What's this song?" And you'd probably just halfway through the set,
I can understand. I can understand what you mean, but I think for a concert it'd be different. I feel like that'd be funner. But I do understand what you're talking about. What's up, Poppy? What's up, Jason?
I think it would be fun if we went to a concert together, though.
Yeah, it really would be. Like, future plans for sure. I 110% want to meet you guys. Maybe, like, I don't know which one would be first, but if we could somehow ever line it up with it being all three at the same time, like, chef's kiss. Like, it'd be perfect. We could totally figure out. Hope you guys are okay. We're doing good. Jason, what's up?
Yeah, we're good.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it would be so much fun, I think.
For sure.
I mean, I said go to a concert, or we could play a concert. I don't know. Does Dustin play any instruments?
I don't really either, though. I mean, I know stuff, but not, you know that I was trying to learn bass, but I just, I dropped off the bandwagon.
I actually, it's been in the works for like probably, what is this, April? probably 5 months now, I want to do a drum channel, and I kind of want it to be kind of like me doing drum covers, obviously, but I want to start it kind of now. It sounds weird because I don't have a drum set, but kind of relearning drums, and I want to take everybody through that experience, like having to, relearn what I used to do all the time. I just think that'd be a fun channel, and I've been working on that. And I want to buy a house so that I can have like a drum room, just a drum dedicate a room,
A
a
drum.
room.
You need a drum.
Yeah, a room dedicated just to my drums, like where I could film and all that stuff.
It's good, Poppy. I'm healing. Podcast episode. Wait, what? What's this link? She linked something else again.
Oh, is it the same? Is it the that podcast?
I don't know. She linked it earlier. I don't think she would have linked it twice, unless
Maybe
she did.
maybe just because
Unless she's really trying to plug that episode.
Oh no!
She's like,
oh no!
She's like, twice. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh no! Everyone's gonna come after me.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, drum kits. A drum.
My drum room. Yeah, I just think that would be like a lot of fun to kind of just like the relearning process of everything.
For sure.
And I told my cousin Kelsey, I think it was, I said it would combine everything that I love to do. Be drums, it would be lighting, because I would just do like a whole lighting rig in my house, and I've always wanted to do that anyway. And then like what video? There we go. It's like what's my other love? I spaced out for a second, but I don't know. I
just learning like lighting and stuff for stages and stuff. It's really cool.
Jason. Yeah, I could. I was gonna say I could show you what I've done, but my stuff got deleted, so I can't show you.
Oh, that'll be another time.
But yeah, I've been learning that. I really enjoy that. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of hard work because you go to a show and it looks like it's all just flowed and everything, but it's a lot of work to do what I'm doing. So, but yeah, so one day I will do a Chevelle song drum cover for Trav.
No pressure. I mean, it just I would want you to like it. I would want you to fall in love with the song and then be like, all right, I gotta nail this.
That's the thing. Like
Sam is my favorite drummer. Like Sam Loeffler is my favorite drummer, and it's not just because it's my favorite band, but I think it's like, I mean, obviously because I dived into them enough,
right,
to learn. But the drums in every Chevelle song just sound like it's such a standout. Like all they're a 3-piece band. They're just three. Well, now they're just two. It's just the two brothers. But
right.
But Sam, he's just so good. Like he has a really funny story about almost drowning when he was young, and his whole thing about learning how to do drums was he almost drowned, and then whenever he survived it, he was drowning, and he had a thought in the back of his head. He was like, "Oh my god, I haven't gotten to learn drums yet. I have to survive." And so then he just like that. Like that's his backstory behind it. I may try to find where he said that and send that to you. But I don't know. They're just like, I don't know what he uses. I don't know drums well enough to be like, but they're just very, I'll just say the word is bassy, but I know that's not right. Like they sound really, really heavy with every song. And so I've always appreciated that kind of like, that's just my favorite drums whenever they just really, really bold, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially, when you play it on your car stereo and all that. So
that could also be just like how it's produced as well, because that's one thing that I've learned, through school so far, is that you can do a lot of crazy stuff with producing. You can make, a dead dog sound like it's alive with, if you know what you're doing. It's crazy. I plucked a guitar in the recording studio at school, and they looped it and made it into like a 45-second loop.
Hmm.
And it sounded like I was doing the entire thing. And I was like, I played like for 5 seconds. That's, I didn't do much. The other thing too is like, have you ever like messed with the guitar, messed with the drums at Guitar Center?
I have a long time ago. I need to go back to Guitar Center. I haven't been in a long time.
Well, they sound like crap usually because they're not tuned and they're not like, in a room, but you can make a bass drum sound so good if you know how to mic it, if you know how to compress it and put all these things on it. You can make the worst bass drum sound like the best bass drum. It's really crazy. So that could be part of like what they're doing is the way they produce it and the way they mic everything.
Yeah, that's very true. It's
I
probably
mean,
all in the producing.
I'm willing to bet that he probably has like 2 to 3 mics in his kick drum to get that sound. I mean, 2 is usually enough, but a lot of drummers will use 3 mics in their kit. Live as well, they use 2, which I don't get because I can never hear a difference, honestly. Because I did get to do like one live show, and I turned the outer mic of the kick drum off, and then I turned reversed it, and I couldn't tell a difference. But hey, maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. I mean, like I think, yeah, it's probably in the production. I'm just saying they're a band where like the drums aren't lacking. Like there are definite bands where you're like, okay, the guitar and the bass or whatever kind of over. Like I don't want the drums to be like the loudest thing, but it's just super well balanced where everything is loud.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like and you're not lacking in drums when it comes to Sam. And I thought I just I'll have to look into it. I'll probably learn something from you by like I'll send you maybe
Yeah,
what he uses, and then you'll be like, oh, this is why.
I can tell you
But
because I looked it up.
I
I
mean,
just
because I'm trying to think what even brand he uses. I think they're just Pearl, but I don't
yeah, they
know.
are.
I don't 100% know.
I just looked up. He uses a crystal beat kit,
Oh,
which
okay.
is acrylic. They're acrylic drums. I don't know if that's what he uses in the studio, but live he uses acrylic drums. And
Pretty sure he uses all the same stuff so that he's familiar with.
yeah,
Like he can just go on stage and just jam.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I looked him up to see what he uses because I was very interested when you started saying that. Um, I had to look. He's got let's see. I'm looking right now. He's used a reference kit, which is a wood kit, and then he's used a master kit, which is wood as well. So it could be that he just uses the same thing for albums and stuff. I don't know.
I know they've upgraded as they go, but they don't do much. I guess not. Like Pete's never he's never brought out he's I don't know if he's ever gonna like go to like the 8, 9, 10 strings. Like he's never gonna come out being gent.
Yeah.
like yeah, let's get it. Even though I want a Tosin Abasi guitar bad.
Okay.
From Animals as Leaders, like he made his own he made his own guitar, and it's like supposed to be like basically the Flea of guitars, like in a way, where it's like he made his own guitar that fits a certain way and it's supposed to be super light and just I don't know, like he has a video where he explains his guitar, but I'm trying to think because I know that during his streams, and the streamer is the guitarist, or at least one of them. I don't know how many guitarists are in Dragon Force.
Okay.
But he streams and he uses a Tosin guitar in his streams. I don't know if that means he's been because the guitar hasn't been around that long, so I know it's not like, oh, he used that for Through the Fire and the Flames or something like that. Like I know it's not that, but I feel like if he played it now, maybe he would. But that means like that it's a really respected guitar. But that's the one I want. Like it looks amazing. And
So
he's like he uses guitars too sometimes without the head and all that, and it just looks weird. And I'm just like, okay, I love this though. But what?
So I just looked up. I'm looking up Sam. What's his name? Sam Loeffler.
Loeffler.
Loeffler. Okay, so I'm stupid. He actually
it's a very hard last name to learn.
he actually uses a wood kick drum versus like he uses acrylic rack toms and floor toms, but he uses a wood bass drum, which is really like I've never heard of that before. So I learned something new, and I'm gonna have to try that out one day.
That does intrigue me. I'm gonna have to look some stuff up.
Because I go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm thinking and talking out loud. Like I know they got a video that's from like maybe 2014,
Right.
when Gargola came out. I know they have a video talking about their rig, like their whole setup. I know that Pete likes to build his own guitars. Like, I mean, he just he tinkers with them and like makes them his own to get his own sound. He's got his own pedal that he made his own, which is super impressive. Like if you can create your own like your own pedal to use and stuff on the stage, like that's amazing. You know, and that's like if movies and stuff wasn't like a passion like that, like that's the part of music school that I would be obsessed with, is like learning, because I don't know enough about music to know like, okay, I get an electric guitar, I plug it into like this or that and all these amps. Like I wouldn't know the technical term for everything. And that's what I want to learn, is like, you know, because I've seen like streamers and YouTubers that are musicians and they play all this metal and stuff, and I'm just like Andrew Bana is a good one. He uses all these technical terms, and I'm enjoying his videos for the music. Like he'll do something like Korn but tuned down videos. Like he'll take a band and like tune everything all like, because they're already heavy, but then he'll go like drop D or something for every song, and it sounds so much more like has so much more to it. And like he uses all these technical terms talking about it, and I'm just like, I want to learn that stuff, but I just haven't taken the time. I mean, all it really is like doing your research and Googling and all that, but at the same time, like I feel like school would be like where you get all the knowledge.
Yeah, like I know
saxophone.
I know how to build like an in-ear system that musicians use. I could go to Guitar Center or whatever right now and build an exact like for somebody. It's really like I know all the terms, like what you need and everything, and it's just like schooling does help you, like it really does. But also like half the stuff that I learned, I probably could have learned on YouTube.
Right. Well, we're at the 1 hour and 37-minute mark. But rounding the show out. Do you have any questions for me? Because I had questions for you at the beginning, but you know, like if there's anything that you're like rapid fire, just like, you know, this is something I never asked Trav, or just something completely stupid, like when Dayton, I don't know if you saw, like he asked me if I was wearing pants, like that totally caught me off guard, and just like what? And I was like, yes, I am. Like, but like but it got me because at the end he's like, well, I'm not, because you couldn't see anything. It's like, wow.
Right. Okay.
Or something you want to ask the chat. I don't know. Whatever works.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. Are you wearing pants? No. It's like this week you're not. You're like, no, actually I'm not. So
actually I'm not. I'm completely butt naked under the stream right now.
That would be. Oh, you
accidentally stand up at the end and get deleted off of the whole platform.
Here's a question. Do you like group chats?
Depends, I guess, on where it's at. Like if we were talking Messenger or something, yeah. I mean, and Instagram, yes. Well, like because the review crew is a whole, like we're a whole chat. But yeah, I love them, but I always keep them on mute. I won't lie, because I'm in a few group chats that have a bunch of people, and some of them I just don't even know. And like while I'm at work and stuff, it's like message. So it's kind of just like when I can, I'll check back and keep up with it like that. But then like I like it on Messenger where you can see the text bold when you get a new message, but it didn't come through. That's only when you get on Messenger.
Right.
That you're like, oh, okay, new message. I'll check it. I'll check it if I want.
Yeah, like I'm in one right now for my class, and I want to die. Like nobody like, dude. It's like I think it's gone off probably like 35 times since I've been in here in the last hour and a half, and it's just it's a group project, and I don't think nobody knows how to do what we're doing. And then like we all have like positions, and somehow I didn't get the position of making the video, which is what I feel like I should have gotten. So like I'm really kind of pissed off about it. But I got an easy job where I just have to watch the video before we turn it in. So literally like it's gonna be easy for me, but still like the guy who's doing the video like doesn't know what he's doing, I don't think. So it's just it's annoying. But
I could see how that would be irritating, especially if they know that you're more of a video person.
Which they
it's
don't
almost like they're going to the guy that they think is better, like type of situation, and then you're like, actually, over here, I would do a stellar job,
Yeah, it's only one of the people or two.
Oh yeah, you can't mute the school ones. That sucks. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, I could.
I do it anyway.
I'll show you. Let's see here if it'll pop. It's not pop. Oh, hold on, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I just took like 75 screenshots.
Screen.
But yeah, it's just like a bunch of, I don't even know. But it's through my phone, so I can mute it if I really wanted to. But
well, especially if you're trying to go to sleep too, because like I never turn my phone off. I just charge it.
Somebody in the group started texting at like 3:00 this morning.
Oh God.
And I'm just like, no, sir, no. Like, let me sleep.
Right.
I'll be pissed off if you don't let me sleep. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious on like if people like group chats or not. Like the one that I believe Ryan created it for us for the Bearded Bro Show. I don't mind that one. I like that one. But like if somebody, I guess I shouldn't say I hate them because I believe you remember Starbucks, the Starbucks chat.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Yes. So we're trying to not let it die. Trying to not by just texting every now and then, but man, nobody in there wants to talk anymore.
Yeah, I mean that needs to be like a whole like other episode that we talk about that whole thing.
What is it called now? Because I know we've changed the title so many times. Like it's like Starbucks isn't dead or something. Okay, Starbucks still dead. It has a little coffee emoji, and no one ever removed my amazing,
Pokemon.
Yeah, the Pokemon. What is it? How to catch a white girl? I forgot it said that. It's a freaking. Is that what it says? It's a meme. It's like the old meme text, like how to catch a white girl, and it's like Pokeball. Let's just explain it to you guys. It's like animated. You replace the red on a Pokeball on top with green, and then the little circle, the button is a Starbucks logo. It says how to catch. I don't even remember setting it to that. I remember, like, I'm just surprised that nobody's taking that away.
I just sent a message to the group. And nobody will reply. I mean, at least Trev has the courtesy of liking what I send. He'll heart it. That's good enough for me.
Anthony's back. We are rounding out the show, Anthony, but yeah, we are still going. It turned into like, once I got to like the hour and 15-minute mark, I was thinking, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna end it too quick because it just 1 hour goes by so fast. It's just it's too good.
Although I think you probably thought this was going to go longer when you started asking me about Kiss. I feel like you thought I'd have more of an opinion.
That conversation ended a lot quicker than I expected. I was like, okay, well, and what else do we fill this up with? I was like almost worried about like, okay, like I'm sure we could get conversation going. It just has to happen. It's like it's got a snowball.
Yeah, like that was funny. Like because you're like, I have a question. I know it's gonna get you going, and then I'm like, my favorite Kiss album. It's Revenge. I like I.
I think that's it. Like, but we did
Yeah.
talk about Kiss, like
Yeah.
throughout the stream. I was just thinking, like, man, that's gonna be like the whole rest of it is about that. Not
Yeah.
really, but just my prediction.
Yeah. I mean,
Anthony will have to go back and watch. I was uploading a new video. Sweet. Guys, go check out Anthony. He's a fellow creator.
oh yeah.
Just literally type in Anthony A. Perez and you'll find him on there with his big black beard that I'm jealous of.
Same.
But Liz saying and a pair of Uggs. Sometimes she just says stuff that I'm like, what did I miss?
You were talking about How to Catch a White Girl.
Okay. And a pair of Uggs. Okay. Our School of Rock collab will be up in the next few days. Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I already sent Anthony the footage for that.
Oh yeah.
I think maybe we've talked about School of Rock. Like, have you seen that? You've seen that movie, right?
I just watched it like a month ago.
Nice.
Like,
yeah,
not for
the
the first time. I should say that, not for the first time. I've seen it before, but yeah, I just watched
it on
it.
HBO Max now. I love
Yep.
that.
That's where I watched it. So
it was just like School of Rock added. I'm like, okay, cool.
And have you seen A Star Is Born, the new one with Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
I was not expecting it to be as, like, I guess, naughty as it was. Like, I feel weird saying that, but it's just very, like, unexpected, I think. Like, I don't know, like, there was a lot of nudity that I wasn't expecting. A lot of curse words, which I guess, like, stuff like that I don't really mind in movies, but I guess with her, it just kind of was weird, I guess, to me. But I don't know. Now I want to watch all of them because I know all of them were on HBO Max.
And that was me finding out how attractive she is without all the, because I didn't know what she looked like under all the stuff, and I was like, oh, like her just a person. I was like, that's okay.
And you really got to see what she looked like without all the stuff too in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, oh,
yeah. I saw her in Las Vegas a few years ago, or like 4 years ago, and it was very, like, she wasn't wearing like crazy costumes or anything. She had like costumes on, but not like how she used to wear like pigeons or whatever, meat dresses. It was just like a leotard or whatever, and I was like, she's really actually not that bad looking, especially when you're like 5 feet away from her, which was really fun. So,
fun fact: Lucas had listened to the opening song in the movie. What was it called again?
Oh,
Black Eyes. Yeah, Black Eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, the movie is like so good, right? And everything. And he's like, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
and so I every now and through the like months and stuff, I'm like, have you seen Star Is Born yet? Because I don't know. It's just I knew he would appreciate it because it's just so it's so good. Like it's just so like it is unexpected. You actually said it right on. Like it's and the ending and everything. Not to spoil it for you guys, but it's emotional, man. Like it was like, geez, when that performance that she had at the end, like someone just sang that exact song in American Idol on this season, and it was like it was stellar. Like she did amazing. Kind of her own version in a way. But
if I ever get married and I die before my wife, I want her to sing that at my funeral because that's what I expect of her.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, that I finally did see it. I guess you probably figured that out. But
well, I mean, that was I didn't know that until you just said it, honestly. But I kind of forgot. I forgot all about that.
But yeah, it is it's a very good movie. I really enjoyed it. I might actually maybe watch it again because it's in my head again to watch it. So,
what is the guy's name that I always forget? The older brother, and he's also in the Ram commercials.
Sam Elliott?
Yes.
Yeah.
That man gave one of the best performances he has ever gave by I think they have an argument No. They had an argument, and then Bradley Cooper apologizes, and then the camera is like behind him in his truck, and he turns around, and you see that one tear.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
like that was like the best moment from Sam Elliott, like, because he didn't, it was just pure emotion. Like, he summoned, like, I don't know, no telling how many takes it took to get that tear, but man, like, it just showed everything, because we got to see the brother being like sort of on the team of his, like, with the music and everything. But we didn't really like see all of it, like their past. So in that one shot of him getting emotional about his brother, Dayton Live Show just went live. Everybody jump over there after we're done, I guess, because I'm gonna probably go check it out. But Sam Elliott and Bradley Cooper, just chef's kiss performances.
That scene where Lady Gaga's in the bathtub and Bradley Cooper says she's ugly, that was unscripted. And that whole I don't remember how far was scripted, but I know that it's specific line where he's like, "You're ugly. You're just an ugly." I think he says like, "You're an ugly bitch" or something. Whatever he says, that was unscripted, and that, like, her reaction of her jumping out of the tub was like legit, and that was like the first take that they got out of that, and they used that out of everything.
You know what? I actually got the movie on Blu-ray. I need to check to see if there's a commentary. I would love to watch that entire movie like that, because I'm a big fan of at least revisiting a movie commentary. Rather it's the second or third time to see a movie. Like, I've seen Star is Born. I showed Ryan the movie. I think me and Ashley went to see it, and then her sister Paige and her boyfriend Rick wanted to see it, so we went again with them. So I actually saw it twice in theaters. And honestly, the second time was even better, because I knew like what was coming, and I was just like, oh my god, like,
right.
And so I think that means like 3 times now. But commentary, like, I would love to watch that.
My mom claims that we have it somewhere on DVD, but I have yet to find it, and I've looked like 5 or 6 times, because, like you said, that would probably be a good movie to watch with commentary, just to see, what
like,
they say.
I always love the ones with just like the director and I don't know if you're the same way, but I like it when it can just be really limited, like just the director or like a couple actors. But like, I like when the director just talks about like, oh, this scene or this scene, and just dives in and without any distraction.
Yeah. I think, didn't Bradley Cooper direct that anyway? So it would probably be. I think he did. I honestly think he did. Let me look it up.
I know that was his first like true musical, not musical, but like those are his songs. Like, if you go onto like, it's the songs are by Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, he directed it. He directed the movie.
Okay.
So like,
yeah, I just forgot that.
I think a commentary with him and Gaga would be phenomenal.
Yes, that would be, for sure.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
What's up, Thomas? You know what? It's funny that you're coming in now, because we're literally rounding this show or wrapping it up. So, but yeah, but hey, like, you made it, so that's awesome.
Heck yeah.
What did Ryan say? There are 2 means of refuge and resistance: music and cats. Yeah. Ashley hasn't changed that sign, and ever since she put it up. I don't know what else to put it, because I never film that. So my other idea is just something really stupid, like subscribe. It's like, or just something like when guests come over and stuff, and they may not know I have a channel. Subscribe to Trip Drives, or just something. I don't know.
What if you start putting it in your videos, and it's like the Etch-a-Sketch from Friends, where they have something different every time?
True.
Like,
it's just a lot of work, though. Like, I just go in,
like, when I found out that those were like rigged to not be erased, I was so mad, because as a kid when I watched Friends, I always thought like Joey and Chandler were like drawing something every week. Like, then they're like, Like, yeah, these are built specially for us, so they don't erase, and we can do all this fine detail in them. Like, well, what the heck?
Right. Well,
Like,
I guess I'll go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, I've honestly, like, when I get my own apartment again, I'm gonna get like a something like that and put in the background of my videos to do something different every day on it, just
For sure.
to see if people like the couch gag or the chalkboard gag.
You know what it
Huh.
should say? Guys, I'm about to go to bed. Or just something that pertains to like the theme for your channel sometime, or like, I don't know.
I should change the name of my
I'm the
vlog.
Starr with 2 R's or something, like, I don't know.
I should change the name of my channel to Sleepy Star Vlogs.
Sleepy Starr Vlogs. Sleepy
But
Starr. That's actually, Sleepy Starr is actually kind of catchy.
that's my new DJ name.
Sleepy Starr, let's get it. And he's got a pad. And,
Just when the bass drops, I want everybody to hit the floor and fall asleep.
yeah, just don't get back up.
Yeah,
Stay drunk.
yeah, exactly. I would like to show one more thing before we head off of here.
Yeah, because I was about to say, like, to wrap it up, show what you're gonna show, and then plug all your stuff. Just go crazy.
This is my autographed Bruce Kulick photo, former
That's
guitar
amazing.
player of Kiss, and he played on my favorite album, so that's why I have this. It says, well, where is it at? Lucas, Turn on the Night, Bruce Kulick. That is my favorite song.
Nice. I love it when they have a personal message to you.
Oh, and there's some guitar picks in there as well, so that's cool. Yeah, my channels. So
Have tries with 2 tries. What?
sweet, Lucas. Yeah, thank you. So youtube.com/Lucas Starr is my quote unquote main channel where I post reviews. I don't know. That's all I really post. So yeah. And then Starr Vlogs, where I tell you that I'm going to sleep every single day.
Starr
And
Vlogs is the really consistent one, literally daily, guys. So
yeah,
check it
yeah.
out.
youtube.com/Starr Vlogs. And like I said, I started a new channel, or I'm going to be starting a new channel.
Liz, can we
which-
get a link? I feel like she would be super fast about it before
Yeah.
we
My other channel is going to be Starr Drums. The channel is live. If you can find it, I don't have a link for it yet, but
Is that the one that you were like, you kind of were like, I have a channel that I made. I haven't told anyone about it. I'm going to see what happens. Is that the one? Okay.
Yes, where I'm just kind of organically doing, like, growing it. So yeah, that is, just look up Starr Drums and see if you can find it. And if you can, subscribe. And
Sweet.
I will give you a virtual kiss on the lips.
Okay, Mr. Beast. Like, okay, with like did you see what his freaking like cover art is now? He changes it like weekly. Now it's subscribe and you get a cookie.
No,
and
I
then
did not.
there's the featured channels, and it said more channels to subscribe to for that cookie. Like, he's so like, and it's crazy because he's Mr. Beast, so I feel like he could literally somehow give you a cookie for subscribing. Like, leave it up to him if it happened. Like, he would airmail cookies. Like, I wish I could do stuff like that. Like, I wish I could literally give people like food and stuff, like, just with the money.
I have an idea. I will message you about it later.
Okay.
It's not a public. I don't want to put it out in public yet. But yeah, I have an idea of something that we could do. So everybody stay tuned. You might be getting a cookie from Trav and I. Just kidding. But no, I have an idea. I'll message you about it in a little while. But
Trips,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Go subscribe to the Trips, by the way. They are an amazing channel. I forgot to say, I'm bad about like letting it pass when people are creators, because there are other creators in here. Subscribe to Ryan for worst reviews. Just like,
look at that. She found it. She found the Starr Drums channel.
She did find it. She did find it. Sweet.
That's amazing.
We'll give you guys some time to click on that. We'll give you 3 hours to click on that and subscribe. That would be a long stream. Everyone up in here. Jason, Poppy.
The next 3 hours
Liz,
are going to be like this.
Yeah, just my hand, I guess, because it's not dark enough.
No,
Dayton was up in here.
You should do the piece, and I'll do the rock on, and that can be that'll be the ending of the video. Just you doing the piece and me doing the rock on. because that's my thing.
And trying not to head bash onto the counter, I guess, because I always duck out. Which was really, really kind of awkward whenever Hoosier, like, I was like, wait, are we gonna just like get out of the car? Like, 'cause a car is weird when you're trying to do that.
Yeah.
But yes, check out the trips. Check out Liz whenever she makes her first video. Finally. Everybody, Dustin was up in here. I think he's gone, but Dustin's MC. Also, subscribe to the Beard Bro Show podcast. Going to try to be doing more episodes weekly. They're like an hour long. If you like podcasts, if you like just listening to stuff, check it out. She's literally, as I'm saying it, posting everybody's. And the bar isn't when you have two people. Yeah, like when me and Thomas have done the like ducking out, it's just the most awkward. Like trying to like it's so like we were trying to figure out at the time, like whenever he's on the channel, like what could we do to like exit. But
everyone go buy
Blue
this
Yeti, the
microphone.
Blue Yeti, sweet.
Everyone go buy this.
I love the Blue Yeti so much. I want to get they have at Best Buy. I saw the blue one. Like
Okay.
I'll send you
Liz
Ashley
is
wants
amazing.
to be on the podcast sometime, and I want her to also have a Blue Yeti because I have just another crappy mic. So
Right.
there's a really nice blue one that I've always wanted, and I found it at Best Buy. So whenever I couldn't man up to it to spend that change, then I will. But sorry about any troubles we have had.
It's all good.
What, Jason? But yeah, you guys, we love you. Go subscribe.
We love you.
And you want peace and rock on, I guess. I don't know.
This one more thing before I go. This is something you need to know about my channel. I will tell you that I'm going to sleep. I will tell you to take care, be excellent to everyone, and I will say peace and rock on every time.
And you'll get nice songs of the day.
No, I don't do
At
that
least on the
anymore.
old one. Okay, well, at least
I
on the
don't
old
do that
ones.
anymore. Yeah, the old ones you can get songs of the day. So, but yeah, thank you for
See you
having
guys.
me.